What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to this new fucking video, bro. I had trouble uploading my videos from before, but we took this trade today. So I went into the day thinking we got break even and TP1. I'll show you the chart real quick. Trade Zella, pop her up right now. One second, let me put it to this window. Sorry, it's on my other monitor. Ooh, stop. Here we are. Motion. Okay, here we are. We're down obviously 3.3, but we're fixing. I over leveraged on this trade, so we'd actually be down 2, but whatever. I'm not gonna get pressed. It is what it is. I'm learning to be profitable. I'm not gonna pretend like I am. This trade is bullshit, by the way. I exit out of the trade. I guess it put me up, but I meant to exit out regardless. That's not like an actual win. There shouldn't be a trade there. So these are my 2 trades for the week. I didn't trade Tuesday or Monday. Just didn't find any setups I wanted, as well as I believe Tuesday and Monday I was working on modules focusing on strategy over over trading. So that's why. Well, I already put the charts up, my journal up. I'll show you what I wrote today. Partial close, break even on the day. Market hasn't felt like it had good movement lately, and there have been a lot of disproportionate moves in the sense of SMTs. Market has not been moving as, like, the indexes have not been moving together as smoothly, I realized. So it's been bothering me a little bit, but whatever. And the market and indexes are moving together as smoothly. Like I said, we had a break of structure on the other index. My mistake, 5-minute break of structure, by the way. My mistake was taking the trade on the more bearish index, but it's funny, on the bearish index I would have got hit for TP1. But we got a retrace in the premium, and I felt that if we disrespected a bearish confluence on the 1 minute, so on the premium I didn't get a retrace into the discounted price range. You could see discount is down here, equilibrium's around up here, so I'll probably go off this low to this high. We just touched equilibrium. I'm expecting price to push down here and then reverse, push higher. Curious what the other index is doing. Yeah, that was a mock-up trade I was thinking about, but I'm not taking that trade. Regardless, we would have been stopped out, but I would want to see price push into break even, but it's already too late into the day. As you can see, the trading day is over today. We hit TP1. That's why I felt to take the trade up here, because I'll explain this trade real quick. So, yes, sorry. Okay, on NQ we broke structure on the 5-minute. I'll show you. We didn't take a trade on, or sorry, ES we took a trade on the, so fine. We got a high here, closed above it, broke structure. Okay, then we retraced down. I believe I took my trade around here, so we didn't get a retrace on here, and we got a retrace on ES, which pushed into this 5-minute first, which I felt, okay, we rebound some of the range. So took an inversion off this 1 minute, set a limit here because we had a fair value gap. I had a feeling price would push back before it hit TP1, which would have been this 5-minute high. Ideally a break even, but I felt we were too late into the day because I wanted to target these highs, but you can see, like I said, entered around 10:40, so I'm like, this is not a good like time to trade at anymore. So TP1 5-minute high, we would have, my thinking of it was like, if we're gonna push lower, we're gonna sweep out these highs before, like these relative equal highs before we push lower. So we did do that, push lower. It is what it is. I'm not angry because my goal is to predict what price will do temporarily. My goal isn't to become fucking like a market maker. It's to predict, okay, price is gonna go here. It may do this or this. If it does this, I'm gonna execute accordingly. And when I execute, risk management, discipline, whatever, that's it. And that's my job as a day trader, to execute my strategy as best as possible. We set stop loss below this 5-minute gap with this low, to set it at that low, or same shit. But we still took a win today, or partial win. Like I said, it was a good day. Regardless, I will be getting this car soon. I will become consistently profitable by any means necessary. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm having fucking trouble sleeping. I'm being so serious. I'm having trouble sleeping because I'm thinking about charts. I'm literally like, I had the worst sleep last night. I was thinking about the charts for the whole time. When I woke up, when I went to sleep, I was thinking about this car. I was like, man, I want this shit so fucking badly. It's on my mind constantly. But now, jeez, I got way better outside. It doesn't have that fucking tint anymore. You could see, bro, on the wall. Oh, we wrote something new on the wall that was very important I wanted to mention. Let's see how fat I look today. Oh, relax. Come on, good shit. On the wall. Take my hand, come with me. The perception of reality is more real than reality itself. Change your perception, change your reality. I want to actually rewrite that in a better marker because I wrote it in the worst marker and now it's bothering me. Yeah, this is good. Alright, chill. Take my hand. One sec. We're going to play Cinderella here.
Sorry. No, 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 no. Hey, I've been waiting all night for this moment. I've been waiting all year for this moment. I've been picturing you taking off your clothes for me. I've been literally curving all these swords for you. Daddy told you better bring your ass on. Cinderella better get your ass on. Man, I swear the parents just don't understand. You ain't gotta be old to be a man. Take my hand, come with me to my room. Girl, I got a suite at the SLS. I already know you got expensive taste. Take my hand, follow me to my room. Tell your little friends you gon' be high. Girl, I got a plan for the whole night. Okay, your legs just like a store, they open up and you got people in line. Been there every night for weeks at a time. You in my dreams, that's why I sleep all the time. Just to hear you say I love you, just to touch you, just to leave you behind. I told you you don't have to worry, you'll be fine. The type of thing I heard it happen all the time. Yeah, I just wanna say
Peep that shit. But it's true, bro. Like, people treat you how they think about who you are. If you're somebody who values themselves more than anything, and you value like good friendships, you value family, you value like good mind, body, and soul, people can see that to a certain extent, and they would treat you accordingly. Versus a person who values bullshit, quick dopamine, shit like that, they can see right through that, and it's genuinely true. You don't know the struggles I go through in my spare time. Like, you may get a glimpse, I may tell you details sometimes, but you don't know the shit I go through. You don't know I'm fucking not sleeping at night until I tell you, you know? So it's a little weird because I'm trying to show you the actual reality of me trying to change my life, and it's kind of hard because you don't get to see all the moments where I'm so stressed and I'm like freaking out in the gym. You don't see the moments I'm just kind of like, how the fuck am I gonna do this? And my thing though is you also don't get to see the moments where I'm in such a bad position, but I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna change my life with this shit regardless. I'm not gonna stop, and I genuinely believe I'm gonna be the most successful person my family has ever seen. And that's kind of my goal, because I don't know, I've never liked the concept of being controlled, especially my time and my effort. So with that in mind, it doesn't fly when people try to control me and tell me what I can and can't do. So that's kind of like the biggest motivator behind this whole thing, is I'm trying to change my life. I'm taking you along with me. I'm showing you my struggles, most of my struggles, not like all of them. Some of them are personal, but I'm also showing you the good times that come about the struggles, so you guys can change your life. And that's kind of the whole purpose with the wall here. That's the whole purpose with the wall. There's supposed to be a whiteboard up there, but it fell. It's on the floor right now. We'll show it. I think that's it. I mean, like, yeah, you can see it right there, but it fell now. Sorry, the camera's like at a weird angle, so it doesn't move like that. No. Yeah, so that's kind of the point. I've just been thinking about this shit, and I'm ready to lose it all for my goals. Genuinely, I'm willing to lose all my friends. I'm willing to lose it all for this one goal, and I will not sacrifice anything until I get like anything less. You know, I'll sacrifice my sleep. I'll sacrifice my free time for this goal, and I don't care, because I know this goal means a lot to me. And this goal is not just becoming consistently profitable. This is becoming successful. This is achieving my dreams. This is driving my dream car. This is me moving away to my dream life, because it's my life at the end of the day. Why not build your own life? I think I heard actually, you know, I think I wrote it down somewhere. You know what? I remember it like vividly though. One sec. What I'm trying to think about is the smartest people in the world aren't the ones who, I knew this. The people who like I may not be a fan of, like people who do drugs and shit. If that's the life they want to live, then they're smarter than me, and that's my opinion on that subject. I think the smartest thing people can do is build the life they actually want to live. You know what I mean? So many people are so unhappy with their lives, and they take it out on you on a day-to-day basis, and people don't actually understand. You being smart, you remembering all these things from fucking textbooks, you doing all this shit to make yourself seem like you have something more in here, which is not fucking true whatsoever. I think truly you could be smart as fuck, you can think you're the smartest man on earth, but if you're not satisfied within yourself, are you really that smart? Because you didn't even fulfill any purpose to yourself. So I think I think it's funny because some people want to go their whole lives thinking, yeah, I went to this school, did this thing, studied here, learned from this person, and it's like, but you just are educated. You know, if that's your definition of smart, that's cool. Don't get me wrong, that's actually awesome. But some people I know aren't even emotionally smart. They don't understand themselves, like versus what they know, what they think they know. So I disagree with a lot of people thinking they're smart. They know more than you here. It's not true. It's genuinely not true. I truly believe if you build the life you want to live and you enjoy your life on a day-to-day basis, you're smarter than more people because you understand yourself better. What do you care about understanding other people versus you don't even know yourself? So I think that's like my take on people thinking they're smart. And if you genuinely love the life you live on a daily basis and you wouldn't trade it for anyone else's, I would definitely say you're a smart person because assuming you built that life, it wasn't handed to you. So many people don't even get the opportunity to build a life. So you building a life that you actually want to live, it's definitely something to be celebrated. Obviously not by me, I cannot give two shits about the life you want to live, but more so the sense of like, I get to see that and I'm like, yo, that shit's fucking awesome. I love that life. That looks awesome. And take everything you say, like, see with a grain of salt, because at the same time, there's so many situations where what I'm saying is wrong as well. I'm not perfect with what I say. I'm not perfect with what I do. And I truly believe that if you want to build a life that's worth living, you'll do that by however, like, whatever means necessary, and you'll do that your own way, not my way. I'm just showing you how I'm doing it. This whole channel isn't showing you how I do what I do. I don't give a shit what you have to say towards me because it's not your life, it's mine, and I'm choosing it to build it accordingly. So with that in mind, I'm gonna leave it at that for this video. I'm trying to separate myself from people thinking I care about their opinion to a certain extent. I truly think that the only person you should be trying to impress in your life is obviously, your mom and dad. They raised you, they did this. You should actively try to show them like, hey, you did good. But on a different note, I think the people you should try to impress is the 70-year-old version of you in the future, and the 5-year-old version, or 5 is a little too young, the 8 or the 10-year-old version of you. That version of you who looks up and sees the world is like, holy shit, what is all this? Oh, I did this. I have an amazing life. Oh my god. I have all these cars. For me, that's cool to me, but like maybe you was like, maybe you're an architect and I built a church. I did this, I did that, or I built a mosque, or I don't really know much else, but I built a castle or something. I designed a castle, or maybe a cop. Your 10-year-old version, the cop saved you, and you're like, you just look at the cop and you're like, oh my god, I'm a cop. I'm saving people's lives. I'm a firefighter. I'm saving people's lives. And then the 80-year-old version of you, or 70, whatever, old version of you, I did good in my life. I worked my ass off. I picked my goals and I lived my life to the fullest. I'm happy with the life I lived. And if you can impress both those versions of you, I think you lived a good ass life, because it doesn't fucking matter what you do right now. It's about who you impress, because you're gonna age eventually. You're gonna get to that 70-year-old version one day, assuming you're lucky enough to live that long. But you're gonna get to that version of you one day, and then that version of that 8-year-old version of you is gonna be forever gone. But you can try. You know within yourself what would impress that kid. You do. You think back to yourself when you're 8 years old, what kind of person you wanted to be, what kind of vision you wanted to have. And I didn't know I wanted to trade. I didn't know I wanted to day trade when I was 8 years old, but I knew I wanted to be rich. I knew I wanted muscles. I knew I wanted to have all these cool things. And for me, that's materialistic. But I like supercars. That's what I truly like. That's my thing. It doesn't mean it has to be your thing. Now I want to have a cool AP. Did my 8-year-old version give a fuck about a watch? No, I had a Spider-Man fucking Swatch. But still, regardless, just impress that younger version of you, impress that older version of you, and you're living a pretty good life. Because right now, all the work you do, it's towards that higher version of yourself, and for that lower version of yourself to see, that guy's cool. If you can make yourself think when you're 8 years old, 10 years old. If me, when I was 8 years old, or 10, whatever fucking age, I'm just gonna say 9, like whatever age I say, it's within that period of time, that younger self. If he saw me driving an Audi R8, and I go up to meet him, I'm Jack, I'm like, hey buddy, like, I'm you in the future. This is all yours in the future. You just gotta go earn it. It's like, what if that kid saw me? What would he say? Like, you're like, oh my god, that's me. Oh my god, he has muscles. He has fast cars. He has this. Obviously, the 8-year-old version of you doesn't understand, like, what about his love life or whatever. That's different. That's for the 80-year-old version. And then the 80-year-old version is like, can look at you and say, that kid's making stupid decisions with his money, but he's living his best life. And what I like to live by, the quote of, you can't add more days to your life, but you can add more life to your days. I'm glad I enjoyed what I had at the time. I'm glad I put in the work. I'm glad I spoiled myself to a certain extent where I could get my work done, but I can enjoy the lavishes of life. So living your life like that is probably the best way to do it, honestly. My opinion, of course, live your life however you want. That's just my opinion at the end of the day. But I love and appreciate you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. I'm gonna go to the gym now though, so that's the plan for the day, but peace. I don't know why I do that.